Hi there, my name's Andrea, and I can't really hold this in any longer. For as long as I can remember, my stepdad has always been quite an angry person. Even as a little girl, I felt like I was walking on eggshells every time I was around him. One moment he would be laughing with my mom and playing in the garden with me and my younger brother Josh. The next, he'd drag us in from the garden, send us to our rooms, and all we'd hear for the rest of the evening would be him shouting and my mum crying. Back then, I thought maybe we'd done something wrong, and that we were to blame. But now I know that was never true. As I got a little older, he started to leave me alone. I'm 5 years older than Josh, you see. I started to think that maybe Josh was just misbehaving and that our stepdad was trying to discipline him. I knew that some parents thought that there was no harm done in teaching your kids a lesson once in a while, but I noticed that with Josh, it just got worse and worse. And now that I'm older, I see how wrong it is. Our stepdad is awful. Even when we're sat at the dinner table, if Josh doesn't finish every single thing on his plate, he will yank him by the ear and force him to lick the plate. It's gotten so bad that even my mum is acting like our stepdad now. She doesn't use any physical violence, but she's always shouting at Josh. She tells him he's dumb, and that he won't even make it into the next grade if he keeps acting up like this. It's almost like she's become brainwashed by our stepdad. She repeats everything he says, as if she's his sidekick. He's nothing but a bully. I tried to talk to my mum about it one day, but she just glared at me and refused to even have a conversation with me. I've always been quite a quiet, reserved kind of person, and I used to be so afraid to do or say anything wrong in case I got a beating. But I can't stand by and watch him beat my little brother anymore. Yesterday, things took a turn for the worse. Even talking about it makes me want to cry. I was sitting in my room reading, and Josh was in his room next door to mine, playing Fortnite on his Xbox. I could hear him shouting at his friends through the mic, but that's what always happens when he plays those games. He gets quite carried away, but it doesn't bother me. But yesterday it clearly bothered our stepdad. I heard him thumping up the stairs, and the next thing I heard was him screaming at Josh. Then there was a crashing sound. I ran towards Josh's room and I saw the Xbox lying against the opposite wall, and at that exact moment I saw our stepdad smack Josh across the face. This wasn't his usual yanking of the ear, this was violent. Josh didn't even cry. I wanted to run in and help, but I was afraid he'd smack me across the face too, so I walked back to my room and shut the door. I couldn't believe Josh didn't even react. He'd become so used to being beaten by him that it was almost like he was numb to it now. Every time I would try and stick up for Josh in the past, I'd just make things worse and our stepdad would hit Josh even more. So now I keep quiet, and I know this isn't right. I'm thinking that maybe I should go to the police because my mum isn't doing anything to fix this. I thought maybe that by getting my story animated here, I could show my mum and she could read the comments, and maybe it would make her finally see things properly. I can't stand back and let Josh get more hurt or watch my mum get even more brainwashed. It's time that my stepdad finally gets the punishment he deserves. What do you think of this story? Please share your comments and thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.